Welcome back. It's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure review. Alright, so today we are going to jump into the time machine and travel way back to the year 1996 as we take a look at this. From Toybiz in their Fantastic Four line, we have Ben Grimm, the Thing. Alright, so this is probably my favorite Thing action figure in my collection for many reasons. For one, even though it's not as articulated or as modern engineered as an action figure from today, this figure holds a very special place in my heart. For one, it was given to me by my best friend, JC. In 1996, we were in college. And he was such a big fan of the Thing from the Fantastic Four that he'd buy some of the action figures and even the model kits. And at some point in time, he had I don't know what it was, but he kind of gave me his collection of action figures. I've said this before, but I'm the friend that if you ever get involved in a serious relationship, and if your partner disapproves of your action figure collection or your video games or your comic books, I'm the person that, for whatever reason, everyone gives their stuff to. You know, there's been times where I'll open up my front door and on my porch is just a box of toys and comic books. And such was the case with this. For whatever reason, JC had let go of some of his possessions, and I fortunately got to inherit his Thing action figure. This is one of my favorite versions of the Thing. Big fan of the Fantastic Four to begin with. And I think this action figure is just superb. You know, it's not on the same level as a modern action figure, but it doesn't need to be. You know, this thing is kind of a small brick of an action figure. It stands in at about 5.5 inches. It's pretty heavy. The sculpting is nice and clean. I believe this was based off of the old Fantastic Four cartoon that aired in the mid-90s. And it's great. I love the fact that the Thing's actually wearing a full uniform. You know, it's not just like briefs. You know, he has boots, he has pants, and he has a tank top, and it's kind of cool. The printing on the chest is nice and clean. The sculpting on the head, if you can see it, it's pretty decent. This figure is not very photogenic. For whatever reason, my camera can't adjust on him properly, so he's looking a little bit more yellow than he is orange. The articulation's very limited. I think there's only maybe 8 points of articulation. You know, you have the head, you have the arms, the wrists, the waist, and then you have the legs. So I think that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of articulation. And it's a decent figure. Toybiz made some really memorable action figures back in the day. The stuff they started off with was very simple, much like this figure here. But in time, toward the end of the possession of the Marvel license, they started to produce action figures that were a lot more complex. Like we have this Fantastic Four Thing action figure from the 20th Century Fox produced movie. And it's just crazy to see how the figures have evolved. You know, back in the day, we got these. And then some years down the road, they gave us stuff like this. It's awesome. It's amazing. And be on the lookout for a review on this action figure. This is something that I came into possession not too long ago. And this is an old action figure as well. This came out back in 2005. So you're looking at an action figure here that's 19 years old. And I can't wait to check this one out. But for now, this is going to be probably my favorite Thing action figure, and I have quite a few. I have a couple of the Marvel Legends one. I have the Marvel Diamond Select action figure, which is huge, and that thing weighs like a ton. It's like a cinder block. But this one, you know, for sentimental reasons, it's always going to hold a special place in my heart, even though it's a very basic toy. Size-wise, you know, here it is next to a Marvel Legends. You know, it's a much smaller action figure. But nonetheless, it has a big place in my heart. And I'm sure all of you out there have some toy that you have some sentimental attachment to. You know, figures don't always have to be super expensive like a Hot Toys, you know, or a Sideshow collectible. to have some sort of value to it. Sometimes it's more about, the emotions and the memories that you associate, with the little plastic man. All right, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.